Happy 4th of July, everybody. Welcome to another live stream by Digital Currency Traders. My name is Doug, and today we're going to go through all of the altcoins. We'll look at Bitcoin, and I'm going to talk about the automations that I'm setting up with the artificial intelligence that pretty soon it's going to be doing all this work for me. And I'm super excited about that. And I'll talk more about that through the stream. But first of all, let me say hello in the chat. Hello. It's a little bit later in the day than I did the other day because, altcoins are demoralizing me as price went down past my levels. And I just got busy with my other project for a bit, AI business plans. And it's that AI business plans project that is helping me get the automations prepared so that I can have ChatGPT look inside the spreadsheet and do all the work for me with an automation. So all of those things are coming up, and those will be available for the members of our website who are connected up to that, because it will be running this copy trading account that's showing 173% gain right now. Okay, the big news is Altseasons have the Altseason Copilot. Let's jump into this big news where we can see the number of alert status coins there up above me. That yellow swath has pulled back. Our pie chart that had a nice bunch of alert status coins, those have all pulled back. And this is a bit of a bummer. It's a bunch more work to go through, and we'll dig into the specifics of that in a second. So first, let's go through Bitcoin and get that done, and then I'll go through the different altcoins. So if I go here, jump into Bitcoin, it did break down past my 1, 2, 3s, where I was looking for another potential entry. Deeper than I thought it was going to go. Yesterday's live stream, I was pretty convinced we were going to stay here because of the setup and the relative strength index. And you know, I'm still bullish on this setup. To me, this looks like a liquidity grab, and I don't know the future, but because of the relative strength index setup here, I'm still not wanting to flinch on my bullish stance. Even though we've come just a hair down below that bottom formation. Let's get into some other indicators here. So if you're on the live stream, say hello, let me know you're here and the sound is working. And it's looking good there. If I zoom in, we can see the bullish divergence here in the relative strength index on all of these small time frames. So this is a very nice bullish divergence as we're setting up and breaking out of this tiny little 1, 2, 3 formation. Tiny little 1, 2, 3 formation. Let's mark that and make it a special color. We'll see how long that stays on the chart. It's important because if we step out to the longer time frames, of course, price did the same thing back here in May. And we can see that we had the RSI divergence setting up. We've got the RSI divergence setting up here as well. So I'm still really bullish on this. And yet to get an entry on that now, our system has to wait for a little bit bigger of a 1, 2, 3. My position here from yesterday's live stream pretty much stays in place. So if I go into the Bollinger Bands now, here's the 12-hour, and it's really important that we do hold this. I'm not really so much of a fan of these parallel support on a downtrend. This parallel support, usually when the trend line support breaks, that's where we go. Now, the trend line is always subjective, and it may, we'll have to see if this does create the bottom formation here, then the trend line I've got drawn will have to be redrawn. And we'll watch for another 1, 2, 3 formation, and it'll really have to pinch in from here. So we go into the 4-hour. Going into the 1-hour, this is where I was expecting things to hold yesterday. We got a swath down below that. And even in the 15-minute, it's still not setting up to be a nice 1, 2, 3 yet. It's only on the 5-minute time frame that we're getting a little bit of a 1, 2, 3. So if we can stack out from here, then we'll be breaking this trend line, and then we'll be watching for the break of the next trend line, and for the 1, 2, 3s to build inside these trend line breaks. So then this will, for our system, it'll make 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s, and then a test above that as confirmation. So those are the places we'll have to see things catch over time as we go past these 1, 2, 3s. Rocky Mountain Mystique, all goof. Good that I'm glad it's good. Goof. Good. All right, so now Bitcoin and my lovely green belly indicator that was supposed to be like the thing, that's it. It's supposed to be the indicator. And it kind of got squashed a bit, and it's not bright green now, which is worrisome to me. If I go into the 1 hour time frame, it has gone into bright green again, so that if we build out of 1, 2, 3 and we start building out of that, then we still have to look for a bigger time frame where the trend lines will have to break above here now. So we've got a lot of structure to build under here before we get really bullish with our system. Our system is still in full exit after the 16th of June. It's been in full exit since then. We've just been looking for the 1, 2, 3 bottoms. Now let's take a look at the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance, I don't like it. That's looking like Bitcoin dominance is going to go up. And if Bitcoin starts to go higher as Bitcoin dominance is going up, then this is no friend of mine. Then the altcoins are definitely where our systems, where we're not supposed to be holding the altcoins. And the Altseason Copilot moving from alert status and then back into neutral status has actually saved us. It's actually saved us. It was a filter that prevented the crowd from getting in, the crowd of our system. But the Pro Alerts is a bit more aggressive. We try to get into those 1, 2, 3 bottoms on the smaller time frame. So let's take a look through some of those now. And inside the Pro Alerts, this will all be automated. Man, I can't wait for it. It'll save me many hours every day. Go through the today list. This is pulled from our spreadsheet. So this is what the signals that happened today. It was, you got a closed signal on people. That's too bad. AGLD, Dusk, RNDR, and Yuma all closed yesterday or today. XRP gave us a hold status, but it hasn't exited yet. It hasn't come back far enough. And we still have a few alerts that are standing there and ready to go too. So I could take a look at the alerts and pull those up. How many do we have? 17. I'll open this up so you can take a screenshot. Did I get them all? So those are the alerts that we have right now. Should price come up above those. Yet, if those prices have come down to make brand new lows and wrecked the 1, 2, 3 formation, those alerts will be stale and I'll have to clear them out and watch for a whole new 1, 2, 3 formation to shape up again. So these periods of time where the alt season looks like it's going to go and then it pulls back, it is a lot of work to go through. So let me now get some of my work done. Anything on the Gary network? Hey, Disclosure Crypto, thanks for following me over on Medium. If you are writing on Medium, be sure to become an author on Digital Currency Traders. We have another follower. We have another author who signed up yesterday. So I'm super stoked about that. This will grow and this will become a way for you to get your audience out there because it automatically goes out to our Twitter and it automatically goes out to our LinkedIn using these automations that I've been setting up. So there's a lot more going on here than just trading crypto. Pretty soon trading crypto will be, I won't be doing it. I'll just be watching it and talking about it. But now I still have work to do. And oh, how's the Gary network? I have no idea anything about the Gary network, and I don't know anything about any of these. Actually, I just trade the formation and then leave it up to the market. And it's done really, really well for me since 2015. I've made some fantastic profits, and I am still living on the profits that I made back in 2017, 2018. It's really sustained me through this long crypto winter these last little bits. Made some nice profits on a couple swells there, but it's been lean times for sure. So I'm working on different income streams. In addition to making my money work for me, I want my work to work for me by doing these live streams and by doing other niches as well. Things that you can do so that you are making more than just the second leg of your financial chair. You are working for money. Your money is working for money by you trading, but you're still on a bicycle. You only have two wheels. You can't stop. And when you have your work working for money, now you're on a tricycle. When you have your work making money for other people, now you have four wheels on the ground and you can stop working. Your money will keep working for you, your work will keep working for you, and other people will keep working for your project because it makes them money. Those are the steps that we really want to do if we want financial independence. This is an excuse just to talk about those things. AAVE is still in the 1, 2, 3 formation. There's nothing to do here. We put our little trade on and we just have to sit through this noise. Great. I love it. So then my money is doing that work of watching that chart and not me. Nothing on ACA. ACH. Let's see. This wire's in the way. No. Okay. We're tagged in there. I'm not moving the stop loss up. We'll have to take it. Okay, AGLD came down and just wicked us out. I'll have to wait for this to consolidate and do something else again on there. Really, it is a bee in my bonnet when that happens. Ouch. I wasn't expecting Alice to take us out. Where's my stop on that? Ooh. So I got my stop down pretty low on that. I'm giving Alice some room. That's going to hurt if it goes down on more. Alpaca, nothing there. Nothing here. Nope. Okay, this is a good setup and a formation because it's holding along the bottoms. It's making a 1, 2, 3. If it does go up above there, I want a little piece of it, and then I'll add on later if it turns out to be actually do something. No. I kind of like this chart. If it consolidates and starts to go higher, this would I would have to do it. But nothing yet. ARKM, all right, this got us in, wicked us out. I put the order back on there, so it's just sitting there in alert status. And it's a good alert. And I keep forgetting, Gary Network. I don't know Gary Network. I don't know any of these. You don't need me to tell you about what Gary Network is doing because I don't know what Gary Network is doing. All I do is trade the pattern, put my trade on there, manage my risk, and I add on to it when it goes above. And this pattern works. If the market actually turns, we'll catch it. When it actually does, we'll be there. It's a real long, boring time, but this was really important. These ones, to be there in October, to catch these moves and make that money was sustaining for me. It was really important. Audio, still setting up for it, but it's not holding above support and resistance from the past, so it's not as interesting to me. AVAX, okay, I like it. Like, this is the chart pattern. I'm just like moth to flame. Got to put it in there. Then I have to leave it as well so that now my money is watching that and not me. AXS is what I'm holding from a long time ago. I wouldn't recommend it. And it's not giving a 1, 2, 3 that we can do anything new on there anyway. Badger Bake. This one made me some really great profit. I really have to be grateful for capturing that profit after everything did not continue taking off as I expected it would. So this is really pulled back to brushing against stops as well. It's got to be. Oh yeah, and I'm holding the minus 43%. Some of these is dirty data because I'm holding it from up here or something like that. after all the big profit. So this is a very small trade compared to the big profitable trade. So all that stuff, you just got to be here for all the months of following it to know what these trades actually mean. I like this formation here. That it's held is super important at the bottom of that parallel channel. If that makes a 1, 2, 3 and starts to swell from there, I like it. Got me on this one. That pre-pump had me all sold on that. I was in, and I got wicked in too early or something, and then it took out as a loss. Pouting on that one. Same on this, took a loss. Same on this one, and I just got to do it. You know, that's the 1, 2, 3 bottom. You just got to do it small enough that if it's a consolidation on the continuation of the downtrend, that the loss is small. But it's the system. That's what the system does. So in these cases, it does lose money. Here is a potential 1, 2, 3 top formation EMA break. Trend line break. And we do have the EMA crossing on the 4-hour time frame. So this would be going to partial hold status now in the Altseason Copilot, and it won't be long if this crosses down below further that it would get kicked out for the Altseason Copilot. Yet you can see where the stop losses are for the Pro Alerts, where I got in early, added onto it on the breakout here, and it's just turned into a bunch of noise. But I'm holding both of those still in the spreadsheet and not personally. I kind of wish I had it. BNT. I'm watching for this one to do something astounding out of the blue. Banker Network token. Wow, that's rude. A lot of people got wrecked on that one. BNX, I wasn't in on that, or if I was, I would have taken a small loss on that for sure. Where are we? Bond. Bitcoin. Bottom of that channel, making the consolidation. I just got to watch for any kind of 1, 2, 3 to set up there, but still no action that I can take. These are much more my favorite when they've come down to a real low, except that, it'd be great if it stayed above this bottom formation. Then I would be more favorable on that chart. Same with cake. I'm just disappointed. I was really expecting that these were the bottoms that were solid and they would hold. So, small trades, follow the trading system and not your opinion, because, man, the markets just don't do what your opinion. Like, there's another one, a beautiful bowl, cup with handle. It just faded right off, and you just got to let go of those when the system says to do it. It's the hardest part of all, for sure. Comp, still holding that one, or in alert. COTI made a great profit, got back in with a smaller trade. It's holding at a loss, and I'll just keep holding that one and hope it doesn't just keep me nasty. Nothing I can do on these ones. DAR killed us. Dodo, nothing I can do on that. Doge is actually setting up where this is making higher lows. This is one of the nicest charts so far. Later this week, what day is it? Maybe next week, Tuesday next week. Doge. Does Jasmy and Floki still look strong in this cycle? Thanks for your work. I don't know about Jasmy and Floki, and I'll take a look at them because I'm going past them in the charts, but you will see that you don't need me to tell you if they look strong or not. Our system will tell you that if this is red, you shouldn't be holding it. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's strong or not, that's it. And it always matches up with a 1, 2, 3 top and the trend line break. And then the EMA crosses, and we just got to let go of it as the system tells us to do it. It is the hardest thing to let go of my opinion when I think this is a 1, 2, 3 about to go to the moon, and then it starts breaking my trend line and the EMA cross. I just have to surrender the results to the market. This is the big secret. And if you do it small enough on these trades, then none of them really matter, and it doesn't hurt that much, so you can let them go. That's the theory. I'm holding DOT at a loss. Dusk, I made some profit on, and now I took another loss on. This was the consolidation. I just got to do it. It wicked us in there and killed us again. So if I go into the small time frame, it is the 1, 2, 3 formation on the 4-hour time frame. And if I go to pardon my indulgence here, dusk. There. Here's our 1, 2, 3. Absolutely convincing. It's Bollinger Band, mean reversion buy signal on the 1, 2, 3 formation. Beautiful. Then it comes up and it does the Bollinger Band mean reversion sell signal on the breakout of the 1, 2, 3 formation on the 4-hour time frame. So then it continues down on the same direction as the trend, and we have to watch for a whole new 1, 2, 3 formation. That's the system. That's what we just got to be ready for. The dangers of trading more than the potential profits of trading. Because if we can protect ourselves from the dangers, then we still have our money and we're not sweating. We're not worried about it. If we got out of EGLD up here, then we have all this cash and we're just not doing anything because our system's, it's red all the way through. We're watching, we're getting ready, but taking very small risks if we are. Now as it's making a 1, 2, 3 and it's setting up, I can take a bit of this money that cash that I have and put it back in here and I can try it again. So this is the long-term wisdom of the system, and I had to be burned so many times to actually get this, and I still don't do it as well as the system does, which is why I fired myself a few times in the past and automated everything. Now the system is semi-automatic, and I'm going to totally automate it by learning how to get ChatGPT to look into this spreadsheet and actually do the math for me. It'll look at the current price, it'll look at the entry and exit, it'll do it all for me. And I'm thinking that I'll have it programmed so that it will recognize the 1, 2, 3 bottoms and the EMA crossover, and it'll just do the trade. More than that, this is set up for the 60-20 EMA on the 12 and 4-hour time frame, but we do have the Pro version that is set to go on a multiplier system rather than the 60-20, and it can be changed in all sorts of variations. And I had a program go through and do thousands and thousands of combinations of different slow EMAs and different fast EMAs, different time frame multipliers. And then I took all those thousands of calculations and I had ChatGPT look through them all and give me the sweet spot. So that is what I'll be automating everything on. And that's what our members will connect up to. So you'll have access to the spreadsheet so you can look in here, but it'll be connected directly up to the exchange. So it's actually doing the trades for you and you don't have to pay attention. Now, ENS, I got to switch this back so I don't get messed. ENS is kind of making a top formation, but where do I make the decision about when to get out? Do I get out when the 4-hour EMAs cross over, when the 1-hour EMAs cross over? So there's different strategies on that I can talk about, but I got to keep going through these charts. EOS, can't do anything here, but there's a nice downtrend line, a little bit of a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Those are what I'm looking for. Maybe early next week we can get into some of those. Ethereum still holding pretty strong here on this 1, 2, 3. So we're in there. We're holding a little bit of a loss. All good. Woo! I don't know if Floki is on here. FET. I like this 1, 2, 3 formation. I gotta have that alert there. That's beauty. FIL. No. 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 Not yet. Yeah, good. Oh yeah. Front. Okay, I like those higher lows, those 1, 2, 3s building up, they're stacking on each other. That's a rare one, actually. Okay, we're already in hold status with that. And I made gains off front. That was nice. Thank you very much, front. FTM, I'm expecting it, but it's got to consolidate a little bit more. Nope. No. Soon. I had some good in this one. I was really happy on that. I thought I was going to go to the moon from here. Ay, ay, ay. But no. And the system told me to get out, and I still was looking for the add-on trade. And this is the system is so clear and so written. You can go grab the 7-day trial, get it all. That when you're watching this stuff, you can call me on it. You can say, hey, you're actually not doing what the system says to do. It's that clear. So I can tell exactly where I'm making my mistakes. There's no doubting that now. So when I make a decision against the trading system, I know what it's against the trading system. So here I am holding a little bit of the ICP. I got burned a little bit on that. Buying in, took a loss, holding at a bit of a loss again. Just can't watch the influencers online. You got to trade the 1, 2, 3s. You can't trade by the news online. You got to trade the 1, 2, 3s. You can't trade by the projects, white papers. You got to trade the 1, 2, 3s. All those things are helpful, but the 1, 2, 3s actually tell you when to get in and when to get out and save your butt. So ID, I got in on this one. Not yet. I bought in on this one as well, and I bought in on this one. And they're all three holding at a bit of a loss there or something. You can see over on this side we have the open profit and loss. So they're in hold status, they're orange, so that they're at a bit of a loss. This is in hold status, but it's in profit, yet the stop loss is still down below where it could turn into a loss. So this is stage 2A and 2B. So the color code lets me see the coins that I should go and look at right away to see if I should move the stop loss up. And this one, no, I should leave the stop loss where it is. So continuing down, I could redo the alert for this. I'm lazy. I was expecting more from Joe. Nothing going on down through these coins. Oh, I got a fresh hot coffee for the stream and it's getting cold. KCS. I should have left my KCS alone when Kucoin had trouble. I took it out and it's probably going to consolidate here and do something nice. It's not in my spreadsheet though. KDA, Clay, no. Nice, no. I was expecting more, no. And I'm kind of bitter about this one. Higher lows, this was so good. It was standing so nice. I moved my stop loss just above my entry. Or maybe I moved, I don't know, but it got me. 10% on that one. So I have to wait for the consolidate and do it again. So the smaller trades at the beginning are so important. And then when we finally do get into stage 3 of the trade where it actually holds, we'll be dancing. So Link is making a nice consolidation here. Should it consolidate and go higher from this, I'm going to be happy about that. Our trading system will be happy, let me say. No, no. Loom, got me. I tried to get in on that. LPT, look at that. Never buy in on the tops as a breakout. I've been super bullish on these kind of, oh, it's going to break out and continue to the moon, and then it ends up wrecking a good trade. So nothing to do on that one. No, not yet. I was expecting, so Litecoin is broken out and it's come back a bit, but consolidated and it's holding above support. This is super important, so I'm happy about that. Even though it's rough, I don't have to watch it. My money can sit there and watch it. Mana and Matic, I think, are setting up to do something. I don't know which one's which, but I know that they're setting up here. And whichever one is to do with the metaverse, when it starts to make the 1, 2, 3s and it tells me to add on, I'll be happy about that one. MAV, I was expecting a little different. MBOX, MDT, Mina, MKR, I was kind of suspicious about this one. It looks like a massive pump and dump and pump and dump. But I got a position into it. I could move my stop loss up now since I'm not that keen about it. I could move my stop loss up and protect that, but I'll leave it because it's a small enough trade that 8% loss isn't expensive, and I can not spend any of my time on it. So nothing doing here. Let's go on to the third of 4 panels, and then that'll be it for today's live stream. Near is consolidating nicely. Should this break out and go higher, our system would be happy about that. No, not until it does something. Nexo, ouch. NKM, nothing. Can't do anything here. Oh man, I was expecting some big moves off these ones too, and no doing her. I got some losses on that one. And then I just stepped aside after that. OG, no. RD is holding there well, although I'm holding at a loss. Where is it? Yeah. Ouch. OR. OXT. I had some PAX G and I closed it. And then it went off and it would have been profitable. This is where I got to automate this stuff so that the system is just doing it. People came down and hit the stop. I'll watch for this one to consolidate and do more. I'm not sure if that actually closed in the trading system itself or not. I'll have to go and double check. But that one is live and should have closed when that got hit. PHB is consolidated and pulled back. I was liking the higher lows, but it's come back to give us some pressure. Pond pulled back and kicked me out a while back. I was wanting more out of that. Porto, I was wanting more out of everything. When we were starting in September, October, November, I thought we were going to consolidate and we were on the way. No, sir. Rare, not yet, but it's if it consolidates, I'll have to do something. Ray, I was happy with, but now it's weakened a bit. No, I think I got wicked into this one. Oh no. Okay, so I've got the alert there, but didn't get tagged. Then RNDR, we're getting beat up in this range, and I would have to do it again. I would have to. And as it consolidates, I will. Rose, okay, wicked us in and just running around now. Can't do anything on Rune, but when it does consolidate, I'll look for it. So did I? Okay, here comes SHIB. So here it is. The system's like going into alert status, and then in May, we could see all those alerts all pulled back. Where can we go? So yeah, we can see it up above here, May, where we had the surge, and then everything pulled back. Then we had the surge, and everything pulled back. And then we had the surge, and everything's pulled back. And we just have to watch for this 1, 2, 3 to continue and solidify, and it will be the place to do it again. It is frustrating, to be certain. Here's my dream chart. Here's the reality chart. So getting ready for things to not go the way you want is the most important part of trading. Being prepared like a Boy Scout, like an insurance policy. But I didn't even wait for the EMAs to cross over. So the simple trading plan filters out a lot of my eagerness on the 1, 2, 3s and the 4-hour time frame. Okay, maybe that we didn't get tagged in there. Lucky. SFP, it's hard for me to say. We're up a little bit of profit after holding that for a while. So SHIB, if it consolidates above these levels, then I'm happy. The system would be going into it. And because if I put Bitcoin in the background, we can see that it's considerably more valuable in US dollar value that it pumped, it held these levels. It's still way more valuable than it was at the beginning of February versus US dollar. And now we can see that if you're taking your Bitcoin and putting it into SHIB, this might consolidate and that you would grow your Satoshis by holding SHIB. And that's what our system is trying to do, is to see when should we be holding when should our Bitcoin Satoshis be cash? And when should those Satoshis be into altcoins? This is one of those times when it consolidates and goes above there that our system will be looking for it. Then if the market actually gives us what our system is designed for, it'll break out. It'll come back and wreck everybody. Can write on support and resistance. It'll make a 1, 2, 3, and then it'll go up much higher. This is what we're waiting for. This is the whole thing, year after year after year. And when it does go, then you, like Alex Hormozy says, you only need to get rich once. And this is where fortunes were made in the past, and we're just addicted and hooked now from that one massive fix. Now I'll just watching for it again. SKL, like the formation. I just got to be ready for it if it's building up. And again, small trade, and then let the system kick me out so that I'm not overriding it with my opinion. Looks like my computer's getting overdone here. SNX. Nice downtrend line. So it makes a very clear signal when it does make the 1, 2, 3 and it breaks above there. SOL, it's up at the top. So it's kind of sketchy, even though it could continue on and on and on. It's one of the strong ones. It's not my favorite because it's not a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Whereas SSV has done the pump and pulled back, and it's consolidated long enough that should that go, I'm more excited about this, whatever that coin is, than with SOL. No. I thought storage would do better because it's an actual project that makes, I thought it was a positive revenue system. Anyway, this is a good chart. Now that it's come back down here, should this make the 1, 2, 3 over the next months? This may build up into something. Super. Oh, it's breaking down below where I wanted it to. Let's go to sushi. Oh, sushi, you got me. I didn't get into it recently, but I was really expecting that in the beginning of March, this was the next leg of the trend, and it was not. Lots of killed coins here, continuing down. We do not have a bottom formation, and I should likely be taking I should be taking profit on this. I want to be taking profit now because I see all the other, but the trading system says no. It says to leave your stop loss 2 technical levels below and leave it. Who knows what the future is going to be with this? It could still go 10x from here. It's not my job to know the future. That's why we put things out small and then follow the rules. TRU has pulled back. I was adding on to that with that consolidation, and it's pulled back. TRX, it's taking off. This is a better formation. I like the downtrend line. I like these two. I like this chart formation. This is really good. It's done some crazy moves in the past. So a small trade in this could turn into some phenomenal gains. And those phenomenal gains, then you split them out into a whole bunch of different coins. And that's where you really get the next generation of money. That's like planting a seed. That one seed produces 1,000 seeds. Take those 1,000 seeds and you plant those, and then you're done. Then you have 1,000,000 seeds and you're good. Yuma, and we just got to keep planting every season that it comes up, and when the big season comes in, we're gonna cash in on it. UNFI, I don't know it. I don't know why this one is, but I have to wait for it to do. I don't want to add on here. I want to wait for it to do something, pull back, and then consolidate. My mouse isn't drawing properly. Uni, it's wicked me in, and I can't do anything with it. I have to sit. Vet, that was a bit of a cost. Nothing here, nothing here. Lots of them with nothing doing. Nothing doing. Just sit aside, and all that money should be in cash. Because Bitcoin is under the 12-hour EMA exit. It's in our full exit status. Here's the coin I don't know anything about. It made the formation. I just put it in there. Some of them did not survive. This one did. I still can't move the stop loss up on it. So there's still not a lot for me to do here. XLM is making the formation. Yesterday I talked about XRP. it brushed us in and it's holding sideways a little bit here. Super. These are making some more bottoms, holding there. This did some dancing before. I was expecting something or getting ready for something, but it's come back to a little bit too low. I'd have to watch that. That alert may actually be stale. ZEC didn't crash where everything else did. Then there's Zen. That's not a nice 1, 2, 3 yet, but because it's broken out like this, if it consolidates and gives me some juice there, it'll shape up. Zill, no, I tried to catch this one with the Superman catch. No, I am not Superman. Definitely mortal on that one and took a loss. ZRX, down we go. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin to close the stream. We've been in full exit status for a while. And now, of course, we're watching for any shape of the 1, 2, 3 bottom to build from here and cross over those down trend lines. So thank you for being here. Rocky, Disclosure, Gears, and anybody else who's here. If you're watching afterwards, leave a comment down below. Let me know you were here. I appreciate your audience. I hope this is helpful for you. And when the alts finally do hit a bottom formation and they start turning around the next corner, we'll definitely have the details for you here. In the meantime, trade safe and keep those losses small.